Khaled, can you share with me about how you got started in real estate and your just journey into it?
Well, actually, at the beginning, I was working as an accountant, okay, in the real estate field since I graduated. And at the age of 40, I decided to leave that office job and move to sales. It was interesting to me, and because of the background that I have and all the knowledge that I have about real estate. So, not just from the perspective point, from the sales perspective point, but as well as I have the background of the legal and accounting stuff. So it was just easy for me, and I thought it would make me more professional than any salesperson to do all the work papers for the buyers and all that stuff, and to review everything related to the legal things for buying a property. I started my company in Egypt in 2017. Um, it was just like a start. I took courses in everything like sales, marketing. I was doing campaigns by myself. Uh, it was really a nice experience. I learned a lot. I learned a lot of it. I learned a lot. And it was, for me, it was very nice. I mean, like doing all this, learning all this at the age of 40, it was a bit challenging for me. But I loved it. I'm a person who loves challenges a lot.
That's good to hear. It's like very different approach to hear someone like transition careers at a later age as well, going from something like accounting all the way into real estate. Very different. How did you find that transition?
Well, the transition was, as I told you, it was really an amazing experience.
Yeah.
Uh, Being like from person who's only focusing on numbers, checks, and figures, and all that stuff, to a person who's like sitting in a desk, in a building, in a desk, doing nothing except receiving checks, receiving money, making payment plans, doing all the accounting uh, duties every single day. It's repetitive. It's like, and like to move to a different world, meeting clients, sitting, going there, here, everywhere, meeting persons, doing lots and lots of connections. It was really an amazing experience. I loved it. And then actually, after, I mean, like, because I feel like I'm a person like who's full of energy, just going here and there, meeting, going to lots and lots of developers in Egypt. It was like, because the market here is like growing, like it's booming every, like, you have every year a new developer, a new project, new land. So it's really amazing experience.
That's good to hear. Do you have any unique lessons about your time working in Egypt and then how it's influenced your approach in the UAE and in Dubai?
Well, in Egypt, as I told you, because it's a big market.
Hmm.
Egypt is huge. You have from like projects from west, like northwest, north, Cairo, and then to the east, and then to south, like Hurghada, Marsa Alam, um, Ain Sokhna, Cairo itself, then go to west to north coast. It's a big market. You can go every here and there. I mean, like going to the east, then going to the west. You know, uh, this experience, like, was actually, at some point I felt like, why don't I move to a new a new market
Mhm.
like Dubai. It was an approach for me. It's something like a new challenge for me. If you remember that I said that I'm a person who likes
Mhm.
challenges. So
Right.
this is a new challenge for me. To be honest, I'm still new at this. I'm still learning the country. I'm still observing the projects,
Mhm.
but I'm a fast learner as well, although regardless of my age. But this is something that I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying every single day of my life doing this job.
Good. That's really good to hear. I know you said you're still like observing the Dubai real estate market, right? So based on that, what do you think makes it like a more attractive market to, let's say, international investors who are looking to like diversify or look at international real estate, especially investors from like North America?
Well, investors, it's not about North America itself. It's about European people,
Mm-hmm.
okay, like Egyptians as well. They do like that, especially when you offer them the residency visa or
Mm-hmm.
the golden visa from the Gulf itself, from Egypt, from Europe. Okay, because I've met I read like about people who actually most of them are from the UK, and they always make comparisons between the UK and Dubai. They talk mainly about safety. I mean, like if you when you go to Dubai market, okay, the first thing you have to learn why Dubai. Why am I going to live and invest in Dubai?
Yeah.
Dubai, there are no taxes. No taxes on the residential properties. Okay. And the security, the safety they have there. It's really a different area to live in. Okay, different location. When people of the UK, what do they say? They say the organization of the country, it's like London,
Mm-hmm.
for example. Okay. How people deal with others, it's like London. But regarding the safety and the taxes, here comes the difference, right? So it's the safety is actually like walking the streets like 3 a.m. in the morning in Dubai. You can't do that in London.
Mm-hmm.
It's risky. It's a bit risky, right?
Yeah.
So investment there is one of the most thing. The ROI of the units as well. You're talking about 10 to 12% yearly around. This is for the long term. Short term, it could be higher. You know, they have like lots of events during the year. In the winter time, it's their high season, like from November till March till April, actually, those 5 months, maybe from October as well. It's really it's an amazing country. It's an amazing country. Everybody goes there. I know, okay, would like to invest in there. And they have actually as well the currency. It's not fluctuating like other countries. It's
Mm-hmm.
fixed. So this is one of the things that people would think about, especially when you make a comparison like to Egypt. Egypt, the currency fluctuation, it's moving up and down every single day,
Right.
right? So that's it.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I think even in a lot of North American cities, we probably can't walk around at 3 a.m. without, having a second thought like you could in Dubai.
Yeah, exactly.
And in your experience, what type of properties do you feel in terms of like segments like luxury or sustainable ones are investors more appealed towards?
Sorry, could you repeat that again?
Yeah, so like what type of properties are investors kind of like looking at in terms of are they looking at just sustainable properties or more luxury properties on the lower end, stuff like that?
Well, actually, that depends. That depends on the person itself. If he's looking for investing, like who's living to he wants to invest in specific, just investing, he's gonna buy something, he's gonna rent it or even sell it later for a higher price. Then most probably they go for the small units, like
Mm,
one bedroom bedrooms. Sometimes some people look for studios, especially that you have home vacation rentals. You have Airbnb, you have some other developers who has their own rental companies or
mm,
property management companies. Okay. Some agents do has that have that. So that depends. But majority of the investors who's looking for investment in Dubai, like go for those units, for those types, studio, one bedroom, two bedrooms. Others go to three bedrooms. People who wants to invest and live both at the same time, they're doing shorting rentals, but at the time they want to move to their unit, they just like uh, maybe those people like go for the three bedrooms. Maybe they go for the townhouse for them. Some others wants to actually to like consider it as their retirement place to stay at. So they go actually for the townhouses because, and as I told you, most of those people who are going to buy the townhouse, the majority are from like Europe, like India, because some of them they love to go there, they love to stay there.
all right.
So you'll find different nationalities in specific in
Mm-hmm.
Dubai. But for the Europeans, when you talk about money, when you talk about like a townhouse for 3 million dirhams, it's less than like 100,000. It's uh, I mean it's cheap for them. It's not that expensive,
All right.
especially when they buy this, they buy it by installments.
Right.
You know, the other thing in Dubai when you keep like I mean like they have an escrow account. This escrow
Mm,
account is a brilliant idea. It like it's your money is in safe. Your money is safe. Is in safe hands. The developer doesn't take this money. It
mm.
depends on the percentage of completion. You know.
Right. I mean, it just makes it easier because the payment plan structure is very different from what people in Europe and North America are used to in terms of buying properties. I know it makes it attractive to a lot of people to buy properties in Dubai because of the payment structures that they have.
Mhm. Yeah.
Great. Now I kind of want to talk more about like the business side of things for in real estate in Dubai. I know it's been a newer experience for you. What are some challenges that you've encountered in, getting more clients or attracting more qualified clients to
Mhm.
work with you?
Yeah. Look, this is challenges at the beginning. Look, if at the beginning you have it's not that easy to go into this market because it's a very competitive market. Okay, lots of brokerage companies. But point is, the first challenge you have to you get into. Okay, how do I know all those developers. Everybody goes to Dubai, like sees Amar, Damak.
Yeah.
That's right. Because most of Dubai is Amar. All the towers, it's flying the name of Amar on it.
Mm,
Some buildings, especially downtown, okay, that everybody knows that the guys who built Burj Khalifa is Amar.
yeah.
Okay. So some buildings you find Damak, right? For me, it was like, guys, I need to know this country. I want to know this country. I want to know all the projects. I want to know who are the developers. So I started like cruising around with the car. I rented a car.
Mm.
I started moving around Dubai and seeing the signs of developers like Shoba. I never heard of Shoba before.
Yeah, yeah.
Benghazi. I never heard of Benghazi before. Samana, like new developers for me. So it was for me. It was just like sorry.
Nice.
Just give me a second. Sorry. Okay. So the challenge for me was like learning about this all projects all by myself. That was a challenge. When I went to Dubai, for me, it's totally different from Egypt. From Egypt, if I came to ask you, hey, can you give me the map of like, let's say, North Coast? Yeah, sure. You'll be more helpful. There, you're all on by your own, you know? You're all by your own. I mean, like, if you didn't do that job by yourself, digged in it by yourself, you'll never work. It's totally different culture. Although it's an Arab country,
Right.
but actually it has the mentality of the European and American country. Everybody is looking for business. It's business. So that was the first challenge for me. I have to do everything by myself. I have to teach myself. I have to learn everything. The second challenge I had is the marketing, how to get the leads, how to get the leads. All
Mm.
I have from Egypt is my personal connections.
Right.
So how to get the leads? That was another challenge. Like you keep asking people, and then somebody calls you, hey, I'm from blah blah for marketing agency. We would like to meet you and have a meeting and do the campaign. Um, some agency, without mentioning names, took from me 35K.
Mm.
There, okay, and with they promised me for 50 qualified leads, and I got nothing in the end. All the leads were junk leads.
Right.
The 50 junk, you know. And it's you have to be aware. I mean, like in Dubai, you have to be really focused. You have to trust the agency that you're gonna work with. You have to see their previous works. You have to see everything, the website, every single thing. You have to check before you dig in with them because it's really, as I told you, it's an open market. So you have to pick the right agency to deal with. And so, I mean, like currently, all I'm doing is that I'm having my personal connections.
Mm.
Uh, lately, I found a marketing agency, a good and reputable marketing agency in Dubai, and the lady who's responsible for is Egyptian as well. She's been living there mostly her whole life. She's very professional. She's very helpful. She's helping me with this. She's getting me leads. We're talking to clients together. I mean, like me and her. It's so from here it started. But actually, it took me a long time. Not a long time, but I mean, like it's been a year for this company, for my NextState Realty. That's my
Mm.
company's name. The license started from the 13th of March 2024.
Right.
So it's
Almost a
it's
year.
it's like yeah, almost a year, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I suffered, to be honest. I suffered
Yeah.
to put myself on the right path.
Right. Yeah, and I know you talked about like it was a struggle in the beginning to get the leads, especially working with like some agencies who aren't let's say the most professional or the most reliable, right? Let's say, are there any strategies that you found specifically that have generated the most higher quality of leads for you versus others?
Well, as I told you, it depends on the agency that you have. I mean, like, I'm a person who's actually believing in give everything to the to its owner, you know. So I'm a sales guy. I'm an accounting guy. In marketing, yeah, I have to learn because as I told you at the beginning, I had marketing courses. So I just tell them, you guys do your job. This is your job. I'm paying you for this. So you do your job. But that doesn't mean I'm throwing it like that because that's actually what I did with the first agency that took for
Mm,
me 30 grand for nothing. But with this girl, lady in specific, I'm following up with her. Okay, I have a CRM and checking with her every week what happened with those leads. Okay, because she's having someone who's responsible for calling leads, and I'm having my leads. So at the end, we are having that sheet. We work on it together. So she is updating me. What I'm going to do, Khaled, I'm going to do this video about that specific project. Okay, fine. We agree on it and we agree on everything before she goes online. This is how I'm dealing with her. I have to be focusing with her. I have to be always on top of the thing. In the end, you're talking about your money, you know.
right,
Nobody's gonna take care of your money except you,
right.
right? So the strategy, she's following the strategy. She's putting the strategy, I'm approving it. What we're
Mm,
gonna do those 3 months, okay? Step number one, two, three. Okay, then I do agree with it. So as I told you, that's my first choice for getting leads, and
mm,
the second one is my connections, as I told you, because I have actually connections in Europe and in Dubai itself and in Egypt. So
right,
it's getting better. I mean, like the more you learn, the more you keep updating yourself, keep learning, keep following
mm,
up, the more you'll be successful in your field.
right. And I know you mentioned working with the agency and using a CRM. Can you talk a little bit more about like the how important and how useful you found that in, in following up with leads and making sure you're always having an organized system in talking to those leads?
Yeah, look, when you have like if you do have a system, so everything is well organized. If you don't have a system, okay, for quite sure, leads will fall from you. I mean, like you will not remember because I might call you one day, I tell you I offer you something at like a property. You say, okay, Khaled, but I'm not ready right now. Can you call me like 2, 3 weeks ago, later? Or maybe I'm not ready, like call me 2 months. I have a client. She told me I'm not ready now, Khaled. I'll be ready by September. If I didn't register this or did this on the CRM system, I'm gonna forget.
Mhm.
I mean, like we don't have that reminder in our minds. You need to have always something that reminds you with the tasks. The more organized you are, the more you're going to close deals, the more connections you will get, the more connections you will know.
Mm.
The network will keep, I mean, will increase automatically.
Right. Based on that, now I know you said your perspective is very unique because you came from another market into Dubai's market, like you said, is very competitive. So, would you have any advice, let's say, to newer agents or newer brokerages who are trying to set up shop in Dubai, and what advice would you give them, to avoid some of the challenges you might have faced, or something you wish you had known when you had first started here?
Uh, don't trust anyone.
Yeah,
That's rule number one.
yeah.
Never go to a country with the background from your country, expecting that if you're in your country, you're expecting. I mean, like your friends, your colleagues, your relatives. If you do trust each other, and this is something we all do, when you go to a new country knowing no one, so don't trust anyone. Okay, that's rule number one. Rule number two, you have to learn by yourself. You have to focus on every single thing. You have to ask before you go because I know many people who traveled from Egypt to do that brokerage thing without calculating it quite wise. In the end, they spent lots and lots of money. Okay, and then they came back because they can't go on.
Mhm.
It's not, as I told you, it's a competitive market. If you think you'll go by there, make the first sale like that because you're good at your country, no, it doesn't work that way. You have to have the knowledge of the country. You have to study the law because in Dubai it's totally different than Egypt. If you don't know the law, I mean, like if we're talking about a resale unit in Egypt, it goes like that, you
Mhm.
know? Hey, I have a unit. Okay, I want to sell it. Okay, Mr. Client, we're gonna take 2.5% commission from you. Okay, fine. Then I go put a post on Facebook, and a client come to me. Okay, la la la. Okay, then we agreed. I'm gonna take 1.5 from here, 2.5 from there, from that. Then the deal goes that way. In Dubai, no, it's totally different. In Dubai, there is a contract you have to do that guarantees the buyer's right, the seller's right, the broker's right. In order the deal to be done, it has to be done in a trustee office. You have to go there where everybody is guaranteeing that he's gonna do his job. The buyer is gonna pay the money for the seller is gonna give the contract to the buyer, and the agent is going to take the commission agreed on the contract written. So it's well organized. So you have to know the law quite well. By the way, there is a book on Dubai Land Department. It's called the Bank Knowledge. The bank knowledge gives you everything related to the knowledge of the country, the
Mhm.
laws of the country. So you have to learn this. Everybody goes there, has to read this book before starting even thinking about it. Everybody has to travel, like stay a week before they actually start doing that business because to open a real estate business, it's costly. It could cost you up to 30,000 or maybe 40,000 dirhams. So it's expensive. So I suggest everybody has to go first, like stay for a week, try to discover the country as much as they can. Okay. They might like it, they might not. It's not about money because you might travel, you're actually thinking you're gonna make a fortune there. But at the end of the day, no, it's not that way. So that's my advice for everyone to take care of.
No, that makes sense. I think that's a good perspective for sure. I think my last question for you now is, you've been in Dubai for some time now. Are there any new, trends or insights about the Dubai market that excite you about the future of the market and what excites you for your potential clients as well?
Well, actually, in Dubai, it's not about a trend. It's about what's coming next. If you see the vision of the country itself and the leaders, and actually all the people there are supporting their leader.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, they believe in his vision. So in Dubai, they have a vision by 2040 to increase the population of the country by 40%. Okay. So if you look at it, like in 15 years, in the next 15 years, they have a vision. That's why they did Al Maktoum Airport. That's
Right.
why there is a south area there. That's why Amar goes there. Some developer goes there, and everybody is going to go there by time, you know. So they are expanding to us, to it's actually to the south. They call it this Jabal Ali area. It's south of Dubai.
Mhm.
So the expansion there is amazing. They are expanding as well to the east. To the east, they have that Saniya Island. They have a Marjan Island. There are lots of developments over there. So there is actually no trend by trend, okay? But the most amazing thing there, if you're gonna find like in the Palm, there's like MR is getting a new project. There's another company called Masar. They are having a new tower there as well. So the towers over the Palm is really amazing, but as well it's too expensive. You can get a two-bedroom for 6.5 million dirhams.
I see.
Although you can get a townhouse at Amar South for like 3 million. Can you see the comparison? Yeah, but I
Yeah.
understand the destination is different, the
Hmm.
location, the view is different. It's a hotel apartment in the end, I mean, and
Yeah.
it's over the Gulf Sea, so it's totally amazing. So, but if you go all the way, if you look to Dubai from like up above, you'll find the expansion. You'll find how they are really every single week or 2 weeks, there is a new launch by Amar and by the Damak and Shoba and Bengati. Okay, the big developers there. Like, so wow, this is really amazing. I didn't see that in Egypt, to be honest. That every week launch, every 2 weeks a new project. No, no, no. And the one of the most actually amazing things there that you can go to the DLD website and you can check the completion percentage of each project. Where did they start? Where did they stop? So I mean, like it's as I'm telling you, it's a different system. It's a different country. It's everything is well organized there. Everything really. This is one of the most countries that I really love so much.
Yeah. It definitely has one of the most unique markets from looking at it anywhere in the world for sure in terms of how they've set it up, how organized it is, and how rapidly it's expanding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm telling you. It's really impressive. You see those guys are doing like working. How do those guys love their country that much? How they are supporting their leaders? How they do trust in their visions? This is amazing. Everybody's no, no. It's really a nice country to live in. This is for me. Some other Egyptians don't like it there. Some other Europeans don't like it there. Uh, but for me, I can see those guys are coming or going, not coming. They're already here. But I mean, like they're going higher and higher with very speedy rate
Yeah,
because
and I
they have
think
the vision and they have the tools to do that.
right, right. Also, I think it's in a lot of markets now we're realizing that, maybe there a lot of people in North America or European countries aren't happy with their government or aren't happy with their respective economies and whatnot, and see what's happening in Dubai, and it makes it a much more attractive destination for people for a variety of factors, like you mentioned, with the safety, the type of people, the vision that they have for the country. It makes it a very attractive destination for a lot of people,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Well, I didn't personally have anything else. If there's anything you wanted to talk about specifically, I want to give you the floor, and let you have some of your time as well.
Well, actually, I just want to add one last thing
Yeah.
that one of the big developers in Egypt, he's one of the the successful businessmen in Egypt, Mr. Naguib Sawiris. He has a company in Egypt named Aura Developments. He already is going to with a project in Abu Dhabi actually. So it's in Dubai Abu Dhabi Road. It's gonna be like a resort.
Right.
So it's gonna be amazing. The launch date exactly it's not yet specified, but it's on their website. I mean, so well actually it's I'm just saying that to people it's guys this is really a nice place to invest at if you're looking for and you will not find that secure place that could save you money, could give you more money than Dubai. Seriously, without the hassle of being afraid of the currency fluctuation or the safety or anything else. Nobody's gonna do anything to you. It's your money is safe there. The escrow account is safe. The construction following up, you can do the follow up from the website of DLD. Everything is well organized, and everybody is going to invest there. He's really going to have a good investment opportunity. And I would love to help anyone with my experience. If anyone needs an advice, I'm here.
Great. That's great to hear. Khaled, I'll put this together and I'll have my team vetters kind of